I'm losing my freaking mind here. I am losing my freaking mind here. I got something really weird going on. Something really, really weird going on here. What the hell? What is going on with my YouTube? Seriously. But seriously, folks, something is really, really weird on the mystery ship. I've got gremlins. I've got more gremlins. All right. All right. Now we're okay. My goodness. Let's just start the show and be done with it. Wow. What the hell? Thank you. Thank you, Steph. Thank you very much, Steph.
One, two, three, four. I came across a drifting ship. I took a look inside. I found a note that someone wrote that said, take her for a ride. I set a course for sights unseen, went out to open sea. To my surprise, a bunch of sailors joined along with me. Now we're sailing on the mystery ship, and all the sailors here are really here. There isn't any cost membership. All that you gotta do is join our trip. Yeah, I'm the captain of the mystery ship, and I'm a-calling all aboard this trip. I'm really hoping that you'll enjoy it upon the mystery ship. So bring a friend and come along with us aboard the mystery ship.
Yo, 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 Yoda. Yo, 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 Yoda. Baby Yoda in the house. It's been a while, my brother. Kenny, I hope you are doing wonderfully. This one's for you. Good to see you, my man. Oh, boy. Again, I'm having some issues hearing. Okay, I can hear myself now. I can hear myself now. I don't know. I swear to God, you go away for a day and a half and gremlins. I've got gremlins. How many people saw the eclipse yesterday? I was one who saw it. I did get to see it. I live in Oregon. And in Oregon, we had a front row seat. Yes, we did. Let's see. Camera, photos, video. There it is. There is my. So, what I did yesterday, I was on the front porch with Mrs. Zoe, and she laughed at me. She laughed at me because I had 3 pairs of sunglasses on. I have this uber dark pair of the John Lennons. So dark I can't even wear them. I run into things. First I put those on, then I put on a second pair of sunglasses over those. Then I put on yet a third pair of sunglasses, and I was able to actually view it fairly well. I mean, it's been 36 hours, and I barely have these little white spots left in front of my eyes. I've been blinking a lot. I'm kidding, people. I'm doing very well. I'm happy. Nothing happened to my eyes. Nothing happened to my eyes. But I did get a pretty good glimpse of the thing. I'm trying to find it for you. Here it is. Let's see if I can stop this. Stop it. I'm going to show it to you in the only way I know how. You know what? I think if I dim this, I'm learning. Clear this. Dim this down. Dim this way down. Now try it. So this was me yesterday with Mrs. Zoe. Whoops. That's it. That is the eclipse as I saw it. Actually, I shot this through 3 pairs of sunglasses. It was pretty cool for an annular. I sent pictures to my daughter, who was a mere 12 miles to the north of me, but she was socked in by the sun. She could not see it. But I thought it was pretty good. And you should, if you could hear the video, I'm bragging about how well I did. Anyway, bottom line is I got to see it. I thought it was pretty neat. It started in Oregon and went through Nevada and Utah and New Mexico and Texas. So only those in those states probably got a really good gander at it. If you saw the eclipse, put an X in the chat. I'm just curious. I'm kind of excited about next year. Next April, somewhere very close to my birthday, is going to be another total eclipse. And the area of totality, you know what's crazy is that last time around, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it came, same thing. It came down from Oregon and then kind of swept through Missouri and went almost like on a trajectory towards Florida. This year, it's coming up from the south and it's crossing over Missouri, I believe. Missouri people, I think, get to see it for the second time. They don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to do anything twice. They are in the area of totality. This time, I think it actually winds its way up into New York. I can't. Cosmic Grandpa says, I have pics of the 2017 with my Eclipse cam. Really? Spud says went right over us. Yes, my daughter up in Corvallis was in they have different bands, okay? But the most extreme, the dead center, if you are like in this perfect little, I can't remember, it's a very short little span. You see it pretty well on the outskirts, as I saw it pretty damn well down here in Medford, but my daughter was in pure totality up in Corvallis. And I don't know if she realized how freaking cool that is, but I want to. You drove an eclipse? Well, I drove a probe. What does that mean? Yes, Father Larry. Good to see you. Father Larry says, I was at Lowe's and an employee there had a pair of the special glasses and shared them with me, so I saw the eclipse here in Colorado. Good for you. That is awesome. The one in April will go right over Buffalo, says EO2 Dave. EO2 Dave, by the way, thank you for coming in with a ship. You wonderful, wonderful sailor, you. Bong Hit says he was in Madras. Madras, Oregon? Really? Over by Bend and, yeah. Wow. I worked in Madras. I'll be danged. Val Hall, how are you doing? Val Hall called me the other night she didn't call me, but she called during the Friday night show. And then immediately following the show, you know how they've got Pilled Foxhole set up now to where if once you end your show, you are automatically sent to like the next show on the list. I don't really understand how it works. All I know is next thing you know, you're watching somebody else's show. So I happen to go over there and I see Val Hall over there. And I'm like, oh, hey, Val, how you doing? And she goes, I hope you're not mad at me. I'm like, why on earth would I be mad at you just because you have a different opinion than I do? I mean, Val, I love you, kid, but you're allowed to be wrong. It's not a problem. You can be wrong all you like. I'm still having fun with that one. And I have to say this, folks. I jokingly said that when my Friday night show was over, when I went back inside the house, that Mrs. Zoe was going to give me that I told you so, because when she and I were discussing it at dinner, I said, look, I'm going to put it up to the people on my show and let them decide. They will be the jury, and you are going to see how wrong you are. Well, I learned how wrong I was. Just about everybody in the chats agreed with Mrs. Zoe, and she did not. Not even in the slightest did she. She never said the words, I told you so. She's just not that kind of girl. She wouldn't do that. Even the kitty thought Zoe was wrong. Oh, you're funny. You're funny, J-Lot. Oh, you funny lady, you. J-Lo, you must be like, you're going to be in the path of totality, are you not? In that for the next upcoming one in April, eclipse in April, you're going to be right there, aren't you? She's laughing. Sean Joe, thank you kindly. Good to see you, my friend. The big boob defense does not fly. That's so sorry. I can't believe so many sailors are dead wrong about something, but it's okay. It's all right. There was 3 or 4 of you who agreed with me, and that's all that really matters. I know who you are. You'll be on my Christmas gift list. Those 5 or 6 of you that agreed with me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch my Friday night show, the one in which my cat jumped out of my lap and clawed the inside of my lip before getting booted out of the garage. You won't want to miss it. You won't. There was somebody compared it to Somebody compared it to the uh, the red pill 78. What is it called? Muffin Gate? Muffin Gate. That is the single greatest piece of videotape ever in the world, Muffin Gate. I love it. I love it. Folks, our dear sister Jo Elaine is still under the weather tonight. I want you to please keep her in your prayers if you would. She's on medication. Her tummy's not treating her well, and we miss her around here. So keep her in your prayers if you would. She's a good one. That one. She's a good one. I got a fair amount of flack. Not flack. I got some emails and a couple of texts regarding my Friday night show. So I don't necessarily feel like I have to defend myself. I just, every now and then, something happens and you value other people's opinions. And I guess I'm in my own little world. I guess that's where I'm at. I'm over here in Zoland. I'm in Bruce Q. Wayne. Yes. Well, tonight we have an interesting little affair. My daughter and I have this thing. When my kids were young, I used to watch, as I shared with you many a time, I used to love to watch horror movies, and we would watch horror movies together, myself and my daughters. And I think Ashley can still handle them, but at this point, Victoria is not a fan. She's like, Dad, I just don't need that anymore. I don't need that stuff. And so every now and then I find these despicable little things and I send them to her. And they're freaky and scary. And she's like, Dad, why do you send me this stuff? Because I'm your dad. Got to keep you on your toes. Tonight we are going to be looking at just such an item. There are a number of websites out there that really have some freaky stuff. And I'm going to share them with you. I value your opinion. I really do. And we're going to get to those. Why? We're going to get to those immediately following this little break. I'm so glad that you're here at the Mystery Ship. We're going to play this little intro and then come back with our hellos, because I see there's still a few more people dribbling in, and I love the dribblers. I love the dribblers. We'll be back immediately following this video.
Why do we sail upon the Mystery Ship? 'Cause we never know where we'll go next.
Folks, this is where I take a moment to thank the beautiful people who come and join me, 3 or 4 times a week. You are wonderful. You truly are, each and every one with you, every one of you. Those of you who choose to support this program in some sort of financial means, God bless you. I could kiss your feet. But one of the greatest ways that you can help me doesn't cost a penny. No, it's merely sharing this show with friends and neighbors, telling people about it. Earlier this evening, just before this show began, I dropped in. I always have one eye on Three Beer Men as I'm prepping for my show. And I clicked onto D Live tonight, and I saw my friend Cab Ben 7 was broadcasting. So I dropped in on him and sent him a little lemon love, as I'm prone to do. And wouldn't you know it, he said a little sweet little blurb about me. And next thing I know, 3 of his people came over and said hello and signed up. It's wonderful. Just like Gloria Paddock is wonderful driving in her Ninjaghini. Thank you, darling. Thank you so very, very much. You are wonderful. Anyways, just sharing the show with other people, telling other people about it. You know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, and sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I love those of you who decide to come and hang out with me. And it's interesting sometimes. People come, people go. Some people reach out and say, "Hey, man, I'm still around. I just got stuff going on. I'll be back," which is wonderful. I really like that. What's going on with my camera here? There's no headshot. There's no headroom. Wow, what is seriously going on with this camera? There we go. Duska, say hello to the fine people. She's going to need a haircut. She's going to need a haircut. All right. So here we are. And I'm about to share with you these freaky ass sights. But first, I see the Batman. I see the Batman in the house. And I need to ask him something. I need to ask the Batman's opinion. No, this time I don't want the ladies' opinions. No, we don't want that. I learned the hard way on that one. All right, so I'm going to put this on the air. I'm going to put this on the screen. And what I want to ask you, wonderful people, is, okay, so this is Batgirl, not in her clothes, on the left. And then this is Batgirl in her outfit on the right. Does anyone see a striking difference between the girl on the left and the girl on the right? I'm just asking. Does anyone notice something tremendously different? A couple of things, maybe. I don't know. It must be those suits. I'm telling you, it must be. It's just like the Batman suit. My sister used to work for Michael Caine, and when he shot the first Batman movie, he was joking with her about how he wished his body looked like the Batman suit. Victoria Lee is already putting a 0 in. those 2 huge ears, he says. Is that it, Mad Prairie Fire? I knew there was something. Something was. It's the costume. It's the costume. It has to be the costume. If I was her, I would have gone around in the costume all the time. You know what made me think of that was during my break. There's a great many photographs in there, and of course there is the photograph of Batgirl, Yvonne Craig, on the Mike Douglas Show, which was a very, very popular afternoon talk show in the 60s. So my daughter was trying to get even with me. My daughter was trying to get even with me, and she shared some websites with me. Now, I'm telling you, folks, some of these, I went and looked at some of these, and I'll be honest with you, some of these we're going to look at together for the very first time. You and me, I don't have a clue what they're about. All right. But these are websites that you probably shouldn't go to. Websites that you probably should not go to. Of course, I'm going to. Someone is reaching out to me. Someone is reaching out to me. What do you got going on here? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you want. I see what you want. Boy, you're really good. That Amethyst cat, we're not paying her enough. We are not paying her enough. We are absolutely not paying this woman enough. Let me see if I can find this. No. Is it there? Nope. Is it there? Nope. Nope, that's not working. Oh, I'm one of these dorks where I can't find this. Chat room setting. God, I don't even know how I did that. And now I can't find it. Oh well, some days are like that. Wait, is this it? No. Stickers. There it is. Stickers. Oh. Look at that. People have banned certain stickers, and I have no idea why they banned them. I'm unbanning them. I'm unbanning all of the stickers that got banned, but I really don't know why. That's it. That's all I can do at this point. I unbanned the stickers, but I don't know how to put the stickers back. I don't know how to put the stickers back in. I'm going to have to go watch a different video. She showed me, but I can't find it. I just can't find it. It's different. So, let's say our hellos. Let's start over at Pilled. Let's start at Pilled Foxholes because there's some groovy people hanging out there. Classical Chick, how are you doing? Victoria Lee, wonderful to have you aboard. Prairie Fire is in the house. Val Hall is with us. Due Diligence, always a pleasure, my good man. Bitchtoria, good to see you. Hope you're doing wonderfully. Victoria Lee is with us. EO2 Dave in the house. Bruce Q. Wayne has joined us. Kelly Cummins, and she's bringing the GP love. Sister, thank you kindly. That is remarkable. You are wonderful. Thank you so much for your support of this program. There's more. I swear there's more. There's more. Did I see Sean Joe? I thought I did. I thought I saw him out there. Hang on. I'll do it this way. Yes, Sean Joe is most definitely with us. Good to have all of you hanging out over at Pilled Foxhole. Thanks for joining us today. Over at D Live, we have an extraordinary amount of folks. An extraordinary. Nike Girl is here. She's off to bed, but she came to show the love. Thank you, Nike Girl. Good to see you. Lyrical Justice says, hey, Spudley is here. Artist is here. Jayla17, of course. Cosmic Grandpa. Here he is, busy again. Willie Fix-It in the house. Bad Zoot. Zoot Allures. Good to see you, my friend. Lynn Winters is with us. Good to see you, Lynn. Gloria Paddock. Need I say more? Gloria Paddock, great to see you, little lady. Hope you're doing wonderfully. Jayla17, yes. I talked about her being in totality. Val Kimber in the house. Mad Pogue, Amethyst Cat, it's the 3 dots under the chat box. I don't have 3 dots on my screen. Here, I'll show you. Oh, under the chat box. No wonder I couldn't find it. Well, there it is. For crying out loud. Thank you, Amethyst Cat. See, I'm that much of a tard. I actually need that kind of prodding. I need that kind of prodding. Thank you. Thank you. You will find that the stickers are now unmuted. Sticker away. Let's see. Let me be the first to try them. Oh, it looks as though they're working. It looks as though they're working. Now I know how to toggle it. Son of a gun, I hope I remember. Oh, thank you for the clapping hands, artist. Make me feel like even more of a dullard. Let's see who's hanging at YouTube. We've got Dandy002 in the house. Baby Yoda is with us. John Rogers in the house. Good to see you. Gloria Paddock hanging out over there, keeping the water warm. I saw more. I saw AT with us. Muffin Gate, he watched live. That's AT. AT _ He watched Muffin Gate live. Wow. In fact, wait a minute. I watched it live too. Yes, I did. Took a minute to register. That was like 4 years ago. Those were the good old days when he was still on the tube. Remember when RP was on YouTube and just he was absolutely killing it with like super chats and stuff. The guy was actually making a living. And then they yanked the carpet out from underneath him. It's weird how that happens. Let's try over at Rumble and see who's rumbling there. T. Craws in the house. Field a Hub Live. Banned videos from Israel. Oh boy, here we go. We got spammers. Delete. I don't know who this guy is, but he's dropping some crap in the chat. If I only knew how to make a mod over there. I just don't know. I don't know how to make somebody a mod over there. I've tried till the cows come home. I've even looked for YouTube videos on how to make a mod over at... I just can't figure it out. Not for the life of me. Why do computers need to be so difficult? Oh my goodness. Somebody made a sticker of Pussygate? I don't believe it. There's a sticker at Pilled Foxhole of Pussygate. Get the hell out of here. Oh my God. There is a Pussygate sticker. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I believe it. I'm seeing it. Oh my goodness. You people. I can't trust you. Okay, who did it? Victoria Lee, you're the one who created it. And I thought you were my friend. Oh my goodness. For those of you not on the channels, not on Pilled Foxhole, Pussygate refers to the fact that on Friday night, I held my cat up and my cat decided to whirl around and claw me on the inside of my lip, and her claw actually got so deep inside my lip it wouldn't come out. I had to literally rip her paw from me as I got rid of her, and it still hurts. It freaking still hurts. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Dude, Victoria Lee made that sticker like 5 minutes after it happened. I'm the last guy to know anything. I really am. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to share with you tonight some freaking sites that are questionable at best. Okay. This one is really bizarre. This one here is seriously bizarre. Okay. This is Death Row. Where is it? Where is it? Death Row Last Statements. So over at Death Row Last Statements, you can go and see, and I will share this with you. Okay, I'm going to take you there. I'll take you there. Come on now, come on. These are some really bizarre. Some of these sites. Now this one is from the state of Texas. Let me show it to you. You can go to these sites and scroll through it, and some of them, you can see the last statement that they ever made. You can find out what was the last dinner that they had. Yes, you can find out what was the last thing this guy ate before they put him in the electric chair. Let's just see what this guy's last statement was. Did he have one? I would like to thank everyone who stayed. God bless you, every one of you. A week later, so this guy. Okay, well, good thing you can't read it all, but he says that he met the Lord Jesus Christ, and that's good for him. He's saying to the family that he's sorry for what he did, and that yes. Well, so I didn't pick maybe the best one, but I'm telling you, there are these sites. I went to one last night. I went to this site last night that it shows you what the last meal was that these people have. Let me see if I can find it. The strange thing, the strange thing was these guys. One of the biggest, the three biggest favorite meals, last meals, was fried chicken. Fried chicken was big as a last meal. Steak is big time, and and hamburgers, like double hamburgers. I don't know who these guys are, but apparently they don't get that kind of food during their life. So the idea of a last meal being a big old ribeye is quite excitable. If you want to do your own research, just look up death row information, and I'm not kidding you. You will be amazed. You'll be amazed at the type of sites that pop up. Now, this next site, this one is really weird. This is a bizarre site. I'm gonna look it up. I didn't do this. I saved this for you. I saved this one just for you. This next site is called Death Date. So on the site, I'll take you there. On the site, they ask you, oh shit. Let me see if I can you see the whole thing? I guess you are seeing the whole thing. Yes, you are seeing the whole thing. So on this site, you can enter a bunch of information. There is some really cool stuff. Here you can find out your age on other planets. On other planets, because of the rotation of the planets, if you age 1 year with a full rotation of of our planet around the sun, then on other planets like Mars and Jupiter, you can be like 3 years old. I think on Pluto, you're only like 2 years old. It's bizarre. It's all based upon the revolutions of the sun. That part is pretty interesting. But this one down here, you can calculate your own death date. Am I supposed to go down here? Is this it? Before you start. Oh, come on. Screw that. Screw that. I trust it. Crystal ball, the ultimate oracle. Find out what love oracles teach fake news. Deathometer. Oh, there were so many people at death date that our counter broke. When your time will come, death form. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I enter all this information, and it's going to tell me. It's going to tell me when I'm going to die, according to this site. Do you go? Let's find out when I'm going to die. What the hell? I used to smoke. Predicted death date 14 November 2004. So I have apparently I'm doing pretty well. You're living longer than was given to you, but the death date never forgets. So I have outlived. I am cheating death. I am cheating death. I wonder what would happen if John Rogers went on this site. I'll bet he would just break the machine. Yes. Yes. So I'm not, I guess I'm not that impressed. I'm just not that impressed. It was supposed to be scary. If you would like to, go there yourself. Go to death date and find out how long you're going to live. Yeah, look how really accurate. Look how accurate it is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What does Sheeple say? Does it ask you if you have been vaxxed? Mad Poke says that should be the first question. That should be the first question. That's probably true. It's probably true. All right. Let's get rid of that lame site. So far, I don't think I'm that impressed. So far, I am not that impressed. But this one, people have been telling me about this one. We're going to go to this one. Now, I've been hearing a lot about this site. So we're going to go. Okay, so this site is called Creepypasta. Creepypasta. And apparently this is where people go here to leave scary stories. This is the submissions. Anybody? No, thank you. I am not interested. There's famous creepypasta stories. Let's see. Random story. Let's just, for the hell of it, let's try a random story. What do you say? Let's try this together. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea. Come on, do some. Oh, it's pedaling as fast as it can. Let's see what it has to say. Okay. Estimated reading time 15 minutes. Let's see. I bet I can read it faster than what they say. Let's see. Oh, I was supposed to be showing you the site. What's wrong with me? So one more time. This is called Creepy Pasta. Creepy Pasta. It is let's just see how creepy it is. Let's see how creepy it is. Harold had never been what most would call a responsible or reliable man. He meant well. He just made bad decisions. Between whiskey and poor choices in women, he had burned the first 30 years of his life away. Is his name Harold or Albert? I'm sorry. But it all probably seemed like a good idea at the time. After his 30th birthday came and went, the realization that he was going nowhere, Harold decided to take a fourth or fifth stab at getting his life together and applied for an open position as a security guard. Security was something he had been doing off and on and interspersed with a smattering of menial temp jobs ever since he failed to graduate from the local technical college. Harold was always a large man with a torso the general size and shape of an oil drum. He also took orders well, had a high school diploma, was not visibly on drugs, and the company had uniforms that fit him in the back room. Something Guard Services therefore immediately recognized him as exceeding all of their wildest qualifications and hired him on the spot. Details on what exactly Harold would be guarding were scant, which was par for the course. In the private security world, his manager shook his hand, wrote down the street address, and told him when to be there to receive his mandatory 8 hours of training. Well, let's skip ahead and see what happens. Let's see if there's anything exciting. Uh-oh. Harold stood upon hearing footsteps in the hallway beyond the steel door. A balding man who appeared to be in his late 50s or early 60s, wearing the same uniform Harold now wore, entered and hastily extended his hand with a pleasant grin. The two shook hands and exchanged introductions. Name's Matt Gordon, and it's damn good to meet you. Me and James, the afternoon guy, we've been splitting 12s ever since this last fella quit. You get to be our age, 60-plus hour weeks, and that stinkhole makes a body count the days until he can draw Social Security. Okay, let's see. The story continues. Come on, this is supposed to be scary. Okay. Well, it looks like the girl asked Harold on a date. You know what? This is not what I had hoped it would be. I really was hoping for creepy crawly. So far I'm 0 for 2 on these stupid things. Creepy pasta, you can kiss my butt. There is one though. There is one site I'm dying to go to. It's called White Enamel. White Enamel. Let's go there. Now, white enamel is a freaky little thing, okay? So in this game, this is a game. This is a free online game, whiteenamel.com, and you enter these are real photos now. I don't know how long it took them to produce this game, but these are real insane asylums that are now closed to the public. And someone went in and videotaped the whole thing, laid it out, brought it back, digitized it, and has turned it into a creepy, creepy game. Now, this one is taking forever to load. Why would that? Okay, here we go. White enamel, watch and play now. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this together. Oh, this is the walkthrough. Oh, for crying out loud.
In spite of what the graduation speakers say every spring, our town's pretty average. Goes for our seats, too. Out of this class of 40, just because it is average, 2 of these boys and girls will spend some part of their lives in a mental institution.
All right. All right. Well, last night. Stop. Last night when I played this game, it was pretty freaky. There is some pretty freaky stuff. This is a free game, okay? Now, one of the problems is that my you guys have seen my setup, okay? I of course have 3 horizontal screens, and then I have 1 vertical screen, and I don't know. That of course is the screen that I use as my as the screen. Whatever I put on that screen is what you guys see. So because of that, it doesn't get as large as I would wish. It's very difficult for me. I'm going to have to go back into my computer and turn that screen sideways. The problem is then it blocks the heater that I have on this table. So I want you to do your own homework, people. I want you to go to White Enamel, whiteenamel.com, and I want you to play the game. And I want you to report back to me. I want to know if you guys think it's as creepy. I swear to God, whoever put it together has a pretty good imagination. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of it is corny. You take this from a guy who loves horror movies, okay? It's not all that. But it does have its moments. It most certainly does have its moments. I got to turn my brother onto this game. I have to turn my brother. What do you mean, no thanks? Come on, Zoot. It's almost Halloween. Whiteenamel.com. I'm going to send it to your phone. I'm going to send it to your phone, Zoot. You won't be able to answer your phone until you played the game. But seriously, folks. Okay. Creepypasta sounded just freaking sharded. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Okay. Next on our list of really, really bizarre sites. There's one called Plane Crash Info. I kind of thought that's, I don't know, it's a little morose. I don't know. Um, ooh, now this is one. This is one I wanted to share with you. I haven't been to it yet. I've not been to this site yet. It's called The Outbreak. In this game, you decide what route to take. And the house itself, we should go. We should just go. Let's just go. Let's go together. Let us go together. Let's try The Outbreak together. Yes. Come on. So this is. Oh, come on. What? Here we go. Virtual challenges. Okay. I see what the hell's going on here. I was led astray once again. This is not good. This is garbage. This is not anywhere near as freaky and creepy as I wished that it was. Let's try this one. Okay. Let's give this one a try. This is a game. This is a free game that you can play. This is called Purgatorium. Purgatorium. Okay. So apparently in this game, okay, we're going to play it. We're going to play it together. We are going to play this game together, you and me. Zoot, are you ready? Are you ready? All right, it's downloading. This better be worth it, people. This better be worth it.
You are almost done. Click above to get started.
Okay, it's changing. It's on a different screen for me now. I need to drag this over somehow. What the hell? None of this is going as I anticipated. I wanted to scare the dickens out of you guys with a couple of games. What was the one I played last night that just absolutely flipped me out? I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to share this with these people. Okay. Where is it? White enamel. I showed you that one. I told you about the death row thing. The Outbreak is stupid. This is really sad. This is really sad. It's not at all. Ooh. This sounds interesting. That looks like a good. This is real terror. If you decide to follow the story and venture deeper into the web of horror, don't ever blame me for the nightmares to come. Well, you had me at hello, stranger. What's inside the box? Well, I'm going to have to leave it up to your vivid imagination as to what happens to that poor bastard. But I like stories like that. Years and years ago, you know what that reminded me of? Years ago, I'm talking the 80s now, when computers were just like, there was no freaking screen. All it was, I don't know. I'm not good at computer speak. All I know is that there was programs like, I don't know, Lotus 123 and stuff like that, because my buddy was a computer whiz. But he got these games. And back then, there weren't any pictures. It was all you read the story. The games were, you had to read the story, and then you had to click and choose one of the options. And there was a game called, God darn it. People sent free games to our TV show all the time because they wanted us to review them and try to throw a blurb on the show, and maybe somebody would buy them. There was this game called, for crying out loud, it's on the tip of my tongue. The bottom line is this guy awakes. He awakes and he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know where he is. He is buck naked in a hotel room, and that's all he knows. He's buck naked in a hotel room, doesn't know anything, and bit by bit, he manages to, due to the choices you make, he found a towel in the bathroom, so he at least put that on, and he walks outside the hotel room door, and as he walks down the hotel aisle, depending on if he went left or if he went right. If he went right, he ran into a guy who is probably his future father-in-law, who says, "What are you doing getting cold feet the day of your wedding? I'll kick your ass." Or you make a left and something else weird happens to him. It was a really cool game. This thing here reminds me of that in a way. It's like that with video. Okay, maybe you can find your way through it. Some of these games are video enhanced like this, and then you come to a certain place, and then you are asked to make a choice. What do you do? Do you ascend that ladder? Do you climb down in the hole? Do you turn back around and go out? Some of these games they're supposed to be pretty freaky. As we're kind of running a little short on time here, I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to get a pencil. You're going to want to write these down, you freaky Halloweeners out there. There's one called, these are websites that you can go to. Totally free games. They don't cost you a thing. Nothing. You just go and play. That one that we just saw, the game that we just saw, was called Marble Hornets. It is a video timeline depicting the mystery of the paranoia-inducing Slender Man. Okay? It is several video clips, and you help this guy, Jay, find his way to the truth, the undeniable truth of what his friend shot on video. That sounds, it's at least intriguing. It says something, I'm not really much of a gamer myself. I mean, if it's something that I can screw around with for 15 minutes, like Ms. Pac-Man, I'll drop 3/4 in it. But some of these games, I mean, the people will play them for weeks months on end. I'm just not one of those type. My personal time is so short. I could never be a gamer. I couldn't. I wouldn't get anything done with my life. I'm not getting anything done with my life now. Okay, there's another one. It's called the Scary Maze Game. The Scary Maze Game. You can look every one of these up. Write that down. Here's the next one. It's called the Castle of Spirits. The Castle of Spirits. It is a world-renowned ghost story website comprising of collected stories about ghosts and the paranormal world. It tells stories in a hair-raising kind of way that shocks readers into oblivion. Good luck with that one. Okay. As we said, Purgatorium. So this game called Purgatorium, I tried to show it to you. Apparently it requires a download. I'm just not into, but Purgatorium is as vile as it sounds. It is a game that actually seems to take place inside purgatory. It's a short game. It's a horror game, and in this game you move about inside a room and explore every nook and cranny. Every detail is disturbing, almost like things leading to a sinister turn. And it does. The end is very sinister. I don't know if you'll make it through, but believe me, the menacing end is worth it. So, Purgatorium, write that down. You adventurous types, I want you to report back to me if you played any of these games. Let's see. Okay, so there's another. This game requires a Facebook login, so I'm not even going to. I am so anti-Facebook, it isn't funny. Let's see. Oh, man, I've heard about that one. So this is bizarre. I'm going to share this one with you. Apparently, and this is supposed to be true. I want to show you this guy's face. According to this website, do you guys see this man's face? So, according to this website, people all over the world are dreaming about this man. This man right here. I don't know who the hell he is, but apparently people in cities and towns all over the world have been dreaming about this man's face. And I can't remember what it was, but somebody started a website, and apparently somebody sketched this and put it up, and someone else said, "Oh my God, I've seen that guy." And then it spread from there. People started talking, and the next thing you know, collectively, people announced together that they have been dreaming about that man. Now, I have never dreamed about that man. I couldn't care less about that man. I leave it to your very vivid imagination. But if you dream about him, don't tell me about it. Okay, so this next website is called The House. The House. And maybe we have time to go to the house. This is supposed to be. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that I have to freaking download something. I'll be really pissed if I have to download something. Well, it says It says the house is a very scary point and click game. Be warned. Enter the house, a deserted house that was built in 1970. You are now inside the house. First room, the dining room. So what are you supposed to do? I looked at the picture. Ooh. Well, I just don't have this kind of patience. I just don't. The house. It's called The House. I invite you to go try it yourself. BMG Kate, let me know how well you do on The House, would you? Stop it. Stop it. I don't. Stop that. Yes. Yes. Yes, that was at least interesting. I don't know. It's not my kind of thing. I mean, it is my kind of thing. I just don't have that kind of time to waste. There's one more here. There's one more here that was supposed to be really. Okay. There's a game. The game is called 99 Rooms. Now it's just weird, okay? It's not like scary. It's not meant to it's just freaky, okay? Called 99 Rooms. You'll have to punch that into Google and go find it. And it says you might think it's total BS, but these 99 rooms aren't your normal aren't your normal usual rooms. All the rooms are sketchy and filled with freaky stuff. Each single room is odd. The rooms won't make you jump in terror or induce cold sweats, but they will definitely make you feel uncomfortable and all creeped out. If any of you check out 99 Rooms, I want you to let me know, okay? 99 Rooms. I wish I could leave a link to this stuff, but I'm going to have to just leave it up to your... Really? Oh, man. Oh, man. I want to... seriously, I'm expecting at least some of you people... Some of you... Why is the baby giggling on the baby monitor? I don't know. I don't know. Wow. Wow. Cosmic Grandpa says, coincidentally, I was thinking about doing a top arcade games of the early 80s show on Three Beer Men. Interested? Oh my God, are you kidding? I would be all over that. I would be all over that like a bad rash, like a bad freaking rash. If you only knew how many quarters I wasted on Crystal Castles and Paperboy and Ms. Pac-Man. Holy crap. Those early 80s was very, very good for me. All right. It's time we get on out of here. But before we get out of here, I'm going to ask what I always ask on Sunday night. And that is, we say some prayers for some people who I know are in need. What is going on with my microphone? It's getting all wiggly on me. There is a handful of people that I would like us to continue to pray for. Okay, you guys know the regular list. I don't have to beat that horse to death. But the most recent additions are ones that I know they would appreciate you saying a prayer or two for them. Our brother the Batman got himself in an automobile crash. Would you please keep him in your prayers? Pray that the doctors make the right moves. Pray that all the stuff that you have to go through when you're involved in an automobile crash, the haggling with the insurance company and all that, just everything. Keep our brother Bruce in your prayers if you would. There's another wonderful lady by the name of Bitchtoria. Now, it's just a name, people. She's a very sweet girl. She's going through a rough little time in her life. I would ask that you say a prayer for her. I ask for nothing but good days for this young lady, okay? Nothing but good days. She looks as though she'll be going through a divorce and that things are just difficult. It's not at all where she thought she would be at this time of her life. Please say a prayer for her. Remind God that she needs a little extra, a little something extra right now. Bitchtoria. Our dear sister R. Charlie, I talked to her this week. Her foot is still in need of healing. You'd think that it would have healed by now. She had a veritable box of stuff to put on it. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy that something that should have been an outpatient 1 week heal turned into a 4-month nightmare. But would you please keep this dear lady, our Charlie, in your prayers? Pray that her foot heals properly so she can walk again, so she can wear shoes, so she can get on with her life. It's brutal. Our Charlie, please don't forget her. God, there are so many others. My dear brother over at Twitch. Man, one of my biker buddies is having a hell of a time. You guys might have remembered when I visited him, not on this past trip, but the previous trip. He cooked a bunch of crabs for me. I mean, it was an absolute feast. It pains me. It's his dad. His dad is the one having a difficult time. And he told me his dad's name, and I'll be damned if I can remember it. I know it. Is it Peter? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to come